Hello world, welcome back to Razor RC. I got to run my brand new Arrma Granite 4x4 3S BLX V3 version today at the local BMX park. Ran a battery through it and just want to share my thoughts as well as some running footage of this truck in action. So yeah, let's just kind of get into it. The body, nice looking body. It's getting a little beat up here on the back. I think I smashed this on the rear end upside down or something. Not exactly sure how that happened. Pretty much same type of body as the old one. Maybe the same weaknesses as well, just kind of in the back area. Vehicle itself, thoughts. First off, the radio. Solid radio. I'm not sure if it's as good as I remember it from the Tactic TTX 300. But yeah, it worked pretty well overall, no real issues. I did adjust the endpoints on this. I did calibrate the ESC. I did set the punch level up to 5 and set the endpoints. One of my endpoints, I think the left was too far and then the right was just not enough. So I did reset all that, set my camber, toe, all that stuff. So I like to do that with every RTR out of the box just to make sure it's set up correctly. So truck itself, very fast. I like this motor a lot. This is the 36x60 3200 kV Spectrum motor. So plenty fast, 4-pole motor. Definitely feels punchier than like my Haas motor. The Haas motor really is under kV'd. It's only 2400 kV, so it doesn't really get up into the revs that it needs to. But this guy is screaming. Temperature wise, stayed cool all day. Probably got to maybe 115, 120 degrees. It does have the fan though and this big heat sink, so it does stay pretty cold. Was running 3S on my Wanfi batteries, and then the ESC also held up fine. Got a little warmer, probably 130, 135 degrees or so. But yeah, this is a solid ESC, no issues there. No problems with punch or anything like that. And then I did run on my EC5 connector. Steering wise, this servo is reasonably speed. I tried to look up the specs on this and they don't really say it anywhere. I would guess speed wise is probably in like the 0.15 second range per 60 degrees. It is quicker than the Traxxas ESC, I'm sorry, the Traxxas servo, which is probably, I don't know, 0.17 or 0.19, something like that. But this is probably a few tenths or a few hundredths a little bit quicker, probably in the 0.15 range. Torque wise was fine, but the servo saver does seem really weak. We'll definitely look into upgrading that. Maybe upgrading the servo as well. This is only 103 inches of torque or something like that, 101. So it may not hold up too well with a stiffer servo saver. We'll have to see. Traction wise as well, these tires for whatever reason were not gripping as well today. I think it's drier and dustier. Last time I drove my Granite, it was probably in like the winter where the dirt was a little more moist and had a little more traction. Felt like they got a little better as the battery pack went on, probably broke in a little bit better. The springs on the rear end also feel kind of stiff. I don't know if they added more preload spacers. It seems like they maybe did. And then the front end stiffness wise was good, but it does seem underdamped. I think it's 550 CST front and rear. I would go up to probably 47.5 weight oil, which is like 610 or so. So I'm gonna try that as well. And now in terms of breakages, yes, I did break something. I broke a couple things actually. You can see up here, basically the shock screw just kind of pulled through the shock tower. I assume I kind of hyperextended this arm, pulled that shock screw through the tower. And then I also broke basically this shock rod end on this side. Basically pulled out of that shock shaft, bent the shock shaft. So not exactly sure when that happened during my run. I just kind of noticed at the end of the run it was bent and just kind of dangling. So I did notice it was starting to act a little weird. I thought the battery was starting to go, but actually probably the shock was dangling. So yeah, that is a breakage. Did have to change that out. I do have another rod end I'll put on. I do need to order a shock tower though. I also tore the silicone seal on the shock, so no leakages or anything like that. So nice to see that the shocks seem to be holding up with those redesigned seals, but I did actually break a shock seal as well when I was trying to thread it back on. So have those on order as well. Yeah, but overall, truck, not quite as good as I remember it. I think the plastics are all the same. I was just kind of looking back at some of my old Granite videos. I think they are all the same. Traction wise, for whatever reason, seems a little down. I think the suspension seems stiffer than I remember it. Maybe it's just not broken in. Tires don't seem as grippy, but that could be due to the weather. And then steering wise, yeah, it definitely needs a little more upgrades on the servo saver. Now this thing is fast. Was able to do some triple backflips, so that was pretty cool. Tried to do some forward flips and mostly failed at that. I'm really bad at forward flips, I guess. But anyways, yeah, this thing is quick. Tons of fun still. Durability wise, yeah, I broke more stuff on this than I ever did on my Granite in like a year of ownership. So I am doing bigger jumps and more backflips and that kind of thing. So that may be part of it. So anyways, check out this running footage. Thanks for watching. Look for more videos soon, and definitely hit the add subscriptions page and the like and all that stuff. So. Ooh, pretty fast. Tire's not that grippy. Tire's not that grippy. Server's really weak. Yeah. Needs a stronger servo saver. Ooh. Okay, brakes are a little touchy. Okay, does triples. This thing is fast. Nice responsive motor. Mess that one up. Oh wow. Yeah.
When the wheel's spinning, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's going. Ah, cannot. Oh, at an angle.
Yeah, there's a spot over here where you could, right here, I think, right down there, and you could, do 360s in it, multiple 360s.
Oh, wow. Not quite. It's pretty hard to do. Oh, just. I do the front flip, pretty hard to do. Oops, that might be why. Well, that'll do it. Not sure when that happened.